Hey gang, boy, it's been a while. I think the last time I talked with you was right after first event a month ago or over a month ago. Sorry, I've just been so busy, and I hope everybody's doing good. Um, we we I'll tell you a little bit about how busy I've been. Uh, my my wife and I have decided to re-side the house, put new siding on the house, on the whole house. And it's not a really big house. It's a modest house, but we're also adding a room addition, which is going to make it a bigger house. And in the process of doing all this, we found out that we discovered that we need a new septic tank. Now we don't live in the city. We live out in the country. We live out in the middle of nowhere. We have a propane tank for our heat, and we have a septic tank and a septic field for our waste. Something about my septic tank or our septic tank caused it to deteriorate over 27 years, and now we need a new one. So that just added to the stress and added to the cost. So we're waiting on that, and we're waiting, of course, for the weather to break here in the Midwest. It's bad. I was able to get my concrete poured for my piers to hold my room addition up, and we've and I've been basically running everything and putting together the subcontractors, the electricians, and the plumbers, and getting bids from people to come inside the house, and the prices are just astronomical. It's just crazy. But all the construction workers are so busy that they're commanding the highest dollar for what they do. So I've decided I'm just going to do it myself. And I say that I'm just going to do it myself. So I'm at the store, and I'm measuring the house. Then I'm at the store and I'm buying the materials, and I'm ordering the roof trusses that are going to have a cathedral ceiling in part of them, and the other part's going to be flat. And I have to have all the dimensions right so they can design the trusses. And I gave them all the dimensions, and I asked them to help me determine how wide the trusses had to be, and they messed it up, and so I had to go back and I said, here's my dimensions, this is how big my room is, and this is where I want the cathedral to be. And anyway, this is going on and on. It's become a full-time project for me, being basically retired from my profession. And in the meantime, my daughter and son-in-law are trying to sell their house, so they needed to get it fixed up a little bit. So I've been out there helping them with whatever I can help them with. And the other day I was at Home Depot ordering windows, and then I was at Menards, which is a big hardware store. If anyone knows, has Menards in their area, and they were messing up the trusses. So I was at Home Depot for 2.5 hours with the windows, and then I was at Menards for 3 hours with the trusses, and then I had to go to Lowe's, which is another store, to look at a shower surround for our master bath. And I mean, this is all fun. I mean, I feel blessed. Don't get me wrong. I feel lucky that we're able to do what we're doing. But, we worked hard for our money, and I'm trying to save as much of it as I can. And I'm shelling out a lot of money to all these people to get all this stuff ordered and get it here. Then I realized I had to widen the driveway. And so I had to get some stone ordered, and I had to get some landscape timbers so I could widen the driveway. Just a lot of stuff going on in my head, and so I was doing that for about 8 hours, shopping and spending money, and then I loaded up the truck, and I drove 50 miles to work on my daughter's house, and I got out of there about 8 o'clock, and my doctor tells me I have acid reflux, and that's why my voice is going away, so I can't eat within 2.5 hours of going to bed. So I have to find something to eat. I haven't eaten all day. Literally had not eaten all day. 7 o'clock from 5 a.m. until 7:30 at night. I hadn't eaten, and so I had to stop somewhere and get junk food, because by the time I would have gotten home and eaten something good, I would have wanted to go to bed. So my wife called me and checked in with me, and she said, hey, how's it going? And I said, oh, it's going. I'm pretty stressed out. I got the windows, and I got the trusses, and I got all the lumber, and I went to Lowe's, and I looked at the shower surround, and they didn't have the right one, so we had to order it, and so that's another thing that's not going to be done. And honey, I got to tell you, we're probably going to come in a little over budget on this, and up till now, I think I've got most of the materials purchased, and you know, it was a big nut, and it makes me nervous to spend that kind of money, so it was a little stressful. And she says, it turned out to be like $21,000 for most of the materials, and she said, did you use the coupon? And I said, what? And she said, the coupon. I left the coupon, the rebate coupon from the one store, I left it on the kitchen counter today. And I said, no, I didn't see it. Sorry. And she says, well, it may expire, so you need to use that coupon. And I went, that's all you're worried about? And she went, well, you know, I mean, why are we throwing away money? And I go, I don't know. I spent 9 hours today trying to save money. Okay. How much is a coupon worth? And she said, $5.91. And I said, I've known it all along. I've known it all along. And that's the reason why I've been fighting being transgender and not believing that I'm transgender, because I do not think like women. I do not think like women. I do not think like women. She's got a coupon for everything. When we go to the store, and she'll say, look in the drawer, look in the door pocket and see if there's a coupon for this. Or let me check my app. And it was just so funny. And anyway, the next day I forgot the coupon again. I had to go back to the store because they messed up the truss hangers that are going to hold the flooring trusses up on our room addition. And they messed those up. They sent me the printout, and I'm like, this isn't what I need. So I had to go back, and I forgot the coupon. And I said, and I was afraid to tell her. And you know, so we found out it doesn't expire, thank God. So you know, we're going to use it. And she just, you know, she kills me. So I called my therapist, and I was very, very irate. And I told my therapist, and I said, a year and a half ago, you told me that you believed I was transgender. And she said, well, what's bringing this on? Yes. Why would you say that? And I said, it's taken me until just 3 days ago to finally get the Ulta, Kohl's, the JCPenney apps on my phone. And now I'm starting to think more like a woman. I'm always checking the apps for sales or looking at the notifications. And I said, but you told me a year and a half ago I was trans, and I didn't know. I couldn't even spell coupon a year and a half ago. I couldn't even spell rebate. I couldn't even spell sale. So I told my wife, and my wife thought that was funny. And I told my wife, I said, you know, I really want the breast augmentation. I really do. And I've been researching it, and I found a doctor that's offering a BOGO, buy one, get one free, on breast augmentation. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go through with it. And she looked me straight in the eye and said, check Groupon and see if you can get a better deal. Love and peace to all. And let's just try to accept one another for who they are.